Hello, I'm Dango Rose. Welcome to the Mountaineer Podcast, where everybody's listening. The Mountaineer brings you the latest news of the Peak-to-Peak region, in print, online, through our podcast, social media, and special publications. Now, listen in to the latest news of the area with our local journalists.
Happy holidays, everyone! My name is Jamie Lammers, and welcome back to the Mountaineer Podcast. This is a little different from our normal segments for the Mountaineer Podcast, because I basically just wanted to get a segment out there for the holidays, and also to make sure I promoted this week's movie at the Backdoor Theater right at the beginning of the week. So, today, it's another segment of Audio Library, where I bring you an article from the Mountaineer. This time around, I'm not going to do much editing. That also means I won't be adding intro or outro music to this segment. I've been inconsistent about using it on Audio Library segments in the past, but for this one, there will be no music. I wanted to get one more holiday shout out there before Christmas, and I thought this was the perfect time to do so. Before we get started, 3 things. First, it's this week's movie at the Backdoor Theater. The final film at the Backdoor Theater for 2024 is Wicked, rated PG. Here is a logline provided by the Backdoor. Elphaba, a misunderstood young woman because of her green skin, and Glinda, a popular girl, become friends at Shiz University in the land of Oz. After an encounter with the wonderful Wizard of Oz, their friendship reaches a crossroads. This is the second weekend in a row where the Backdoor Theater is showing this massive musical moment. So, if you want to experience this phenomenon with the community, whether you've already seen it or whether you haven't yet, be sure to head to the Backdoor Theater located in the Nederland Community Center at 750 North Highway 72 in Nederland on Friday, December 27th, starting at 7 p.m., on Saturday, December 28th, starting at 2 p.m. for an open caption matinee, and again on Saturday, December 28th, starting at 7 p.m. Be sure to head over there for a great time at the movies. The second thing, if you haven't subscribed to the Mountaineer, we would really appreciate your support. Head online to the ntnear.com and subscribe today. There are absolutely free articles that you can read at your leisure, but if you want access to the full digital archive and scanned copies of the physical newspapers, and maybe even receive a copy of the newspaper in your own mailbox or send it to somebody you love, then be sure to subscribe to the Mountaineer today. Be sure to stay tuned all the way to the end of the episode for a special discount provided specifically to podcast listeners. And the third thing, here's another quick message involving the website, brought to you by the Mountaineer.
At the Mountaineer, we have been working hard on our new website. The new site is up, and through November, it is completely free to check out. That's located at www.themountaineer.com.
All right, let's get right into this article. Our correspondent Marianne Rosen contributed a segment last week about the many holidays of December, so be sure to check out that episode of the podcast to learn more from her about other holidays in the month of December, and I wanted to do something similar. Yes, Tuesday, December 24th is Christmas Eve, and Wednesday, December 25th is Christmas. But Hanukkah also starts on Wednesday this year, and on Thursday, December 26th, Kwanzaa starts. I thought it would be very appropriate to talk about the fact that Christmas and Hanukkah fall on the same day this year by reading the most recent Peak Perspective in the most recent edition, the December 19th, 2024 edition of The Mountaineer. I hope you enjoy. Peak Perspectives. What's Chrismukkah? By Lynn Hirshman. Published in the December 19th, 2024 edition of The Mountaineer. Read by Jamie Lammers. Denton, Texas. It's Chrismukkah this year, twice in 8 years. That's twice when Hanukkah and Christmas occur at the same time. This year, Hanukkah starts on the night of December 25th. I forget what the overlap was in 2016. All my long life, I have tried to challenge the common idea that Hanukkah is the Jewish Christmas, and when the two show up at the same time, it becomes almost impossible. Hanukkah is really a minor Jewish holiday, celebrating the return to the Hebrews of the Holy Temple from the idolatrous Greeks in the 2nd century BCE. But Ashkenazi, Eastern European, Jews celebrate with small gifts, usually of gelt, foil-covered chocolate coins, and the lighting of candles during the 8-day holiday, fitting all too neatly into the return of the light and gift-giving themes of the Christmas season. And some people really get into the spirit of this portmanteau season. I remember being at one of the Wintercraft fairs in 2016 and seeing a woman in the crowd who was wearing an amazing coat of many colors. It had Christmas symbols, reindeer, candy canes, Santa in red and green on one side of her jacket, and Hanukkah symbols, menorahs, dreidels, gelt in blue and yellow, on the other. I was stuck behind my booth, or I would have stalked her to get a photo, but she moved too quickly in the dense crowd, and I missed my moment. Surely, there walked the spirit of Chrismukkah. I wish there had been a Chrismukkah when I was a child, for I felt deprived as many around me celebrated with decorated trees and jolly gifts. The best I was able to achieve was pressing my nose against the magical Christmas windows of Marshall Fields in Chicago, and gazing at the brilliantly decorated and lit homes in neighborhoods that were not, like mine, predominantly Jewish. But then, while they had Christmas trees and Santa Claus, I had 8 whole days of lighting candles in the menorahs at my home and my grandparents'. 8 days of small gifts, accompanied by the warm fragrance of roast chicken and frying latkes, and grandma's hugs. 8 days of playing the dreidel betting game and winning gelt from my grandpa. I guess I wasn't so deprived after all. And I never had to tell my kids that there really, after all, wasn't a Santa Claus. I never had to fight another desperate mom in search of the only Christmas gift the TV had told my kids they had to have this year. I never had to endure the kind of awful holiday dinner we see in the movies, or read about in Dear Abby. No, not deprived at all. And I can still enjoy this portmanteau season as I watch my neighbors, mostly Latinx, light up their yards in bright colors, and I put an electric menorah in my window. It's time to celebrate the return of the light, however we do it. Happy Chrismukkah. Reader's note. Hanukkah is considered a minor Jewish holiday because it does not hold the same significance as other Jewish holidays, such as Passover and Yom Kippur. Thank you so much for tuning in to this audio library segment of the Mountaineer Podcast. We hope that whatever holidays you're celebrating this December, that they are very happy and very enjoyable. Before we completely wrap up, here's another quick message brought to you by the Mountaineer.
Are you interested in advertising? The Mountaineer has advertising in print, on our website, through our social media. We have 3 guides each year, coupon insertions, and more. Want more information? Email marketing@themountaineer.com or give Bethany a call at 720-960-2900.
All right, guys, I think that's it from me until after the holidays. I had a particular idea for the interviews that I wanted to try and get started this week, but I'm not sure they're going to come to fruition during this holiday week. So we'll get them out there starting in the new year, and I will be back with my regular Music of the Mountains segment on Friday. In the meantime, if you want to share this episode or others with whoever you see fit, then be sure to head to our main website at themtnear.com or check out our podcast's main hub at the mtnearpodcast.buzzsprout.com to see our full archive and share whichever episodes you want. If you want to be involved in the podcast in any way, shape, or form, if you have a story that you want to share, whether it's interviewing somebody else or telling that story yourself, if you have advertising you want us to put on the podcast, whatever it is, if you want to share your involvement in the Peak to Peak area with the podcast, then be sure to email me at media@themountaineer.com and we will get something sorted for you. Happy holidays, everybody, and I'll see you on Friday.
And that's it for our show. Subscribe online to get more access to more news, weekly updates to our community calendar, and a link to our YouTube channel by visiting themountaineer.com. Be sure to use the coupon code PODCAST when subscribing for a 10% discount, only available to our listeners. If you are in the local Peak to Peak area, be sure to pick up a print edition of The Mountaineer at a local business. I'm Dango Rose. Thank you for listening.